Hello. This presentation describes a recommendation for how Aviator Airlines, a fictional company modeled on a real airline, could begin to transform itself by adopting enterprise architecture practices. We will be following this outline. We will discuss the current problems with Aviator's operating model. We'll discuss the future state we envision for Aviator. We'll talk about a roadmap to the future, the risks and values of using EA, how a service-oriented architecture could be part of Aviator's architecture, and we'll wrap up with conclusions. Next, Zahid will talk about Aviator's problems and current operating model.
Thank you, Dave. Hello, I'm Zahid Casey, and I'll be touching briefly on the current operating model at Aviator Airlines. An operating model, first of all, is the schema that all the segments of an organization operates within. It describes the degree of standardization or integration of all processes within the enterprise. Aviator Airlines, in this case, seems to have most of its IT infrastructure and business processes standardized for the most part, but integration problems still exist, suggesting that they currently have a replication operating model. Having a well-defined set of IT and business processes has allowed Aviator Airlines to maintain a standardization across most of its IT operations, but problems seem to exist as it does not seem to be in complete control of all the various IT initiatives between the two major parts of its IT operations, the web team and the IT operations team. Redundancy of IT initiatives between the two has, in a very short time, created large amounts of a lot of systems and applications with similar functionalities, but built with different functionalities, different technologies and programming languages. Patching, band-aiding, and blanketing applications to work with each other has bloated IT headcounts and IT maintenance costs. So Aviator seems to have serious IT bottlenecks due to all these problems, which has further complicated the company's ability to implement an effective IT governance. And now Chris will talk about the future operating model.
Thanks, Zahid. As I'm going to talk about the future state of Aviator Airlines, as my partner briefly described about the problem, to further analyze, strategically we use two models, SEN and SWOT. First, let's talk about SWOT, which is nothing but a strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Let's see some of them. Strengths are corporate located in business emerging location, national presence, fares are very competitive to its peers. And weakness are it is consistently a bottleneck. IT silos inhibits cross-functional integration, data redundancies, and no governance. Opportunities are increased flight frequency to major cities, provide attractive last-minute deals, and expand international partnerships. Threats are security, volatile fuel cost, operational inefficiencies. And let's now talk about SEN. SENs are strategic capability network. This will describe what the value proposition for the service provided and who provide that. And let's see some of them. Whenever you want to fly, wherever you want to go, Aviator is your partner to make your trip affordable and comfortable. Identify and establish best partner for strategic advantage in the market improves the business bottom line. Leverage new technology in the solution we deliver, accommodate to rapidly changing business climate and improves customer convenience. Ability to decrease aircraft maintenance time, improve service efficiency. Resources are adaptive technology to smoother acquisition, internal change allowing for more governance, unification model that allows business integrity. The analysis conclusion is, from the analysis, it clearly shows Aviator is in replication operating model, which is standardization and low integration, and Aviator wants to go to unification model, which is a high standardization, high integration. Next, Justin Bankin talk about our roadmap. Thank you.
Thank you, Krish. Now, I'm going to walk through the roadmap that we recommend Aviator Airline follows during its transition from a replication operating model to a unified operating model. This roadmap has three parts. First, a service-oriented architecture, or SOA. Second, the Open Group Architecture Framework, or TOGAF, and its ADM, or Architecture Development Method. And third, an IT Governance Review Board. SOA is an architectural approach that emphasizes a loosely integrated set of services within an enterprise. David will discuss more about the benefits of SOA later. TOGAF is a set of guidelines for organizations to use in planning, implementing, and maintaining an enterprise information architecture. TOGAF is just one tool that can be used by an organization in evolving an enterprise architecture. Other tools include the EA-Cube and the Zachman framework, for example, which are both commonly used with TOGAF. TOGAF's ADM is an iterative process that starts with a vision and moves through business, application, data, and technical architecture planning. ADM also includes recommendations around migration, governance, and change management. Governance and change management work together to ensure that the right things are being done in the right way. Since an organization's enterprise architecture is constantly evolving with the needs of the business, it is important to understand that TOGAF is an ongoing iterative process. These three frameworks of SOA, TOGAF, and IT governance provide the core tools that we will be using to guide Aviator's transition to unified operating model. Next, Richard Ellsbury will discuss risks and benefits of enterprise architecture.
Hello, there are both risks and benefits to an enterprise architecture, so let's talk about the risks first. Historically, enterprise initiatives have failed because an organization attempts a sweeping implementation. This is dangerous in both terms of cost and success. So that Aviator succeeds in their conversion, we are going to recommend that you look at the current alliance that is in discussion and focus only on those data integration requirements. We will use that experience to define an implementation process for future initiatives. Another key significant risk is communication. We are going to propose the formation, as Justin mentioned, of a sanctioned governance committee. This committee will be comprised of key upper managers who will be kept informed and offer direction regarding the information of data integration strategies. So what are the benefits? Reduced IT costs will be realized by moving siloed data stores into an integrated definition that accurately represents the organization. This will significantly reduce the duplicated efforts. With a more cohesive view of Aviator business information, IT will be able to respond to business opportunities more quickly and successfully. Aviator will be better able to manage security risks. You will have the ability to quickly report and analyze security threats. Confidence from senior managers promotes faster buy-in, quicker response to business opportunities. Decisions will be driven less by divisional battles. Finally, Aviator will be able to operate at a higher level of excellence, provide a better customer experience, improve product leadership, and be able to respond to opportunities in a more agile way. Next, David will talk to you about the advantages of a service-oriented architecture.
As mentioned previously, we believe that Aviator's future vision should include service-oriented architecture, or SOA. An SOA is an architectural approach where business functionality is exposed through well-defined interfaces. In its ideal form, it is technology independent, allowing shared use of common functionality and possible reuse of larger business processes. When done correctly, SOA can provide business agility, allowing for quicker assembly of new applications or easier transitions away from technical platforms. This diagram illustrates the fundamental concepts of the SOA as it could apply to Aviator. The bottom layer shows the core business capabilities such as making reservations. These capabilities would be exposed as services. The top layer shows enterprise uses of such services, such as the website. The middle layers describe additional capabilities that may be added, such as common business logic processing. Moving toward the SOA approach is not an easy one, but the SOA approach will give the organization the agility it will need to be more competitive. Enterprise architecture is the process for aligning your business and strategy with IT. Moving towards enterprise architecture can seem daunting. However, using an enterprise architecture approach isn't adding complexity. In fact, it is just the opposite, and will bring clarity to IT operations and give leadership confidence in their ability to execute business strategies. And with that, Aviator Airlines will be able to soar. Thank you.